Hey, we're coming to you from Ice Institute 2023, checking out some of the cool things at the show, and that brought me over to the J-Rope booth. And I've got Michael. And Michael, kind of tell us a little bit about how this is going to help me out on the ice in this winter.
Well, when you're going out on early ice and late ice, you go out and you're dragging your sled on foot. And let me step out here, I'll show you.
Yeah.
So when you're going out and the ice is a little thin, usually you're not going to be driving, you're going to be walking out. And so this gives you a lot of leverage when you're pulling. And so you don't have to use your hands free. You can use a spud bar for safety. You can navigate with your phone or whatever you got for a GPS. And so it just gives you a lot of leverage. You can lean into it, utilize your weight to pull your sled. And then later in the season, most pull harnesses you're going to take off later in the season when you start driving out using quads and snowmobiles side by side. I actually leave this on my sled all season long because these will hook to your hitch and then you can link them together. There's a linking system. And so you can run 2, 3, 4 sleds in a row, kind of like a poor man's tow bar.
Sure.
And so later in the season, you get into late ice, start having...
Sorry. Another one will be raffled off tomorrow.
Okay, we're getting late in the season.
Later in the season, you start walking again. Ice starts melting, gets a little sketchy sometimes. These have actually been utilized a couple of times to rescue guys that have fallen through. And so if you get into an emergency, someone near you falls through, this carabiner here comes off, and the whole thing is braided in a daisy chain. And you take that off, step on it, and the whole thing unravels into a 30-foot throw rope. And so the thing about throw ropes, first of all, very few people carry one, and so if you happen to have one and you're out on thin ice trying to throw it to somebody, the last thing you want is to be making multiple attempts to get a guy out. After you've been in the water for a little while, you start losing the fine motor functions in your hands, extremities. So this, you're throwing the loops to the guy in the water so he can get around him or get his arms wrapped up, and so you're going to be a lot
better
higher chance of success with that, so you can get them out.
Nice.
And, so yeah, these have been doing really well. This is our first time this far west. We're out of Ohio, and so we got a bunch of stores in Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin, New York. So
very nice.
So that's the product.
Yeah. So Michael, if people would like to find out more information, where could they go online to be able to find these?
Yeah, we're on Facebook, J Outdoor Gear. We also have a website, joutdoorgear.com, and the product is the J Rope. And we have a ultralight and the heavy duty. They're both the same price, and that's $44.99.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
sounds great. We'll put that link in the description below so you guys can go check this out. We're coming to you from the Ice Institute 2023.